What is something free from the internet everyone should take advantage of? I bring to you radio.garden, my friend. Radio stations from around the globe. Just spin it a bit and click where you want to get a list of radio stations from that country. Great for people who like foreign music, language learners, or people looking to reconnect with something back home. TurboTaxesUCKSAS.com. It's created by Hassan Minhaj with a list of websites to file free taxes with direct links instead of misleading users to paying. Hassan Minhaj talks about it in his Patriot Act Volume 6 episode, Why Doing Taxes is So Hard. Thank you/you/Rependleton18 for my first gold. And thank you/you/EnergyTakerLad for my first +1 award. Libby is an app you can use to borrow audiobooks and ebooks for free as long as you have a library card, also free. The Free Cycle Network, a free-to-sign-up/non-profit website that helps people give away free stuff that they don't need to people who need it in their local town/neighborhood. Their goal is to promote reuse of goods that would otherwise go into landfills. Wolfram Alpha. They have a lot of cool tools for math, science and even things like nutrition. /free, super high quality, photographs, I also use as reference for sketches/artwork. Any student stuck on paywalls to see studies? Here's a way to get around a lot of them. Sci-Hub, removing barriers in the way of science. Khan Academy. It's free knowledge. If you're a student or are really trying to stay focused at work, there's an app called The Forest. Stay focused, I could be wrong but it's definitely The Forest. It's a free app that's available as an extension on Google Chrome or the Apple App Store. Basically, you plant a tree, set a time limit and you can only go on the sites that you've added to the whitelist or your tree will die. It's designed to stop you from always being in social media while you're supposed to be studying or doing something productive. Stack Overflow, because I wouldn't be a developer without it. I always love the opportunity to be able to talk about, because it is such a wonderful and free resource. It has millions of free downloads for music, movies, books, software, etc. One very popular example is that it is home to a very large catalog of Grateful Dead recordings. There is also the Internet Arcade, where you can play a lot of classic games along with the console living room, which is similar. They have access to tons of old PC games, too, and you can even play the original Oregon Trail online. There's a lot more in their software section too. It also has the Wayback Machine, which has archived more than 451 billion web pages saved so you can go back and see how websites were years ago. For example, here's Reddit on July 25, 2005, a month after it was created. My 90s TV. This is more of a novelty website to kill some time, but I think it's pretty cool and you can easily lose yourself for hours with nostalgia. It basically uses YouTube videos to simulate watching TV in 90s, and you can specify what year you want and what categories you want to see when you change channels. There is also a My 80s TV and a My 70s TV, and the dev has said they are considering building one for the 2000s. Is a website that checks through a database of breaches to see if any account associated with your email has been compromised. Steam, when PC games are free to purchase. Free old computer games. Some good ones from my childhood. Marathon. The Incredible Machine, 1 and 2. Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit 1 and 2, Underground 1 and 2, Most Wanted, Carbon. Tony Hawk, Pro Skater 2 and 3 and 4, Underground 1 and 2. Simpsons Hit and Run. Final Fantasy. Baldur's Gate. The Lord of the Rings. For parents, commonsensemedia.org. Lays out new movies and apps and other pop culture items and discuss them and the age appropriateness in case the parent is unaware of what something is. There's also classes about how teens and kids can learn to responsibly use the internet. Seems dumb, but I try to plug it any chance I get. Goodrx. If you haven't seen the depressing commercials, this is an app that gives you discounts on prescription medications. My dog has epilepsy and I save about $200 a month on his pills. Can't believe I haven't seen anyone say. It's literally free Photoshop, and it's even web-based. Windows 10 is still free if anyone still needs it. Basically they had it for free back in 2016 and never got rid of the link. And #X200B. And #X200B. YouTube. You can learn anything off of there. Vocal warm-ups? Got it. How to do close-up magic. Easy peasy. How to best plant beans. Here's a step-by-step and people are willing to clarify steps in the comments. The possibilities are endless. Quizlet. OpenStax.org, for free textbooks. Khan Academy. YouTube videos can teach you to do anything. DaVinci Resolve is a great editing software. PBS Ian's on YouTube. That show got me into an advanced science unit during 8th grade. Not exactly legal, but Z-Library has PDF copies of almost every publication ever, including books, magazines, textbooks, and science journals. I use it for PDF copies of books I already own. It does nothing but free up space. Gym Virtual, they are a completely free guidance of exercises to get fit, at home and by oneself. Kaggle, www.kaggle.com. Everything related to data science. They also offer free mini certificate courses. A fun thing to just check out is the first ever website. Something else that's really cool is the Library of Babel, which essentially contains every possible string of letters, periods, and commas. At first glance it seems a bit uninteresting, until you realize every story, text message, word, thought, the names of every person who ever lived, the names of every person who didn't live, the secrets behind the creation of our universe, are technically within the many volumes of the library. You can search anything you want in the library and it'll find it for you. It's honestly quite mind-blowing. Many websites offer real-time, well, basically, flight tracking. Not just flight status but maps and markers, updating every second of flights all around the world. Updated arrival times. They've saved me hours of waiting in cell phone lots because I didn't know a plane left late, or arrived early, etc. Reddit. If you aren't on Reddit, I'd highly advise joining. From their website, Espresso is a little tool too. freecodecamp.org. Hundreds of coding lessons, all for free. govtrack.us. It's a website dedicated to tracking the bills and votes of Congress. You can find out who proposed what bill, when they did, and when they will be voting on it. Critical for staying in the know. Not really take advantage of, but there's tons of free apps to learn at least a little sign language. I'm like 70% deaf, on top of auditory processing disorder that probably stems from my autism, and I'd really love to meet a stranger that signs. It's only ever happened once, when some random little kid translated for me at Starbucks. Patrick has very good calculus tutorials. For LaTeX, Overleaf is great. For simple coding, Replace.it is great. For archive of math resources, ops.com is great. FreeCodeCamp, its founder Quincy is a great guy and FreeCodeCamp is a legit way to learn to code. It has a great reputation with self-taught coders. Free language immersion programs. I'm not just talking about Duolingo. Tandem and HelloTalk are free language exchange apps. You put in the language you're learning and it connects you with native speakers that want to learn your native language. I've heard of people having problems with speakers using it as a dating app, but I've never had that happen myself. There are language immersion Discord servers for nearly any language you want to learn. You can usually just Google it and find one somewhere. Subreddits for languages oftentimes have their own Discord servers. Google Chrome has several extensions that will translate phrases for you, teach you new words, etc. without any extra effort. You're practically learning a language every time you use the internet. If there's a popular public domain book in English, chances are, it's been translated and is in public domain in other languages. Usually when learning a language, I'll try to be able to read The Little Prince by the end of my first year of learning, which isn't public domain everywhere but is still easy to find, never too expensive, and usually easy to read. Step 1, download Duolingo. Step 2, learn Hindi. Step 3, you now have infinite knowledge on YouTube. Coursera. You can audit a course for free. Free classes, just no grade/test. www.findhelp.org lists all of the free and reduced cost resources in the US. Starting with your zip code, it returns food banks, housing shelters, financial assistance, bus passes, etc. It is completely free to use with no ads. If you don't need it, someone you know probably does. YouTube. I play drums. Lots of people post drum covers. I learn cool songs, new fills and all sorts on there. It's the reason why I've come this far over the past 9 years. 7 Cups, it is a free, safe, and anonymous way to talk to trained listeners about anything going on in your life. There are also group chat rooms where you can talk to peers who may experience something similar to you. Couldn't recommend it more. Just here to say that everybody in this comments section are saints and lifesavers. Thank you. The thousands of free abstracts of research papers on sites like PubMed. Ken M. His contributions to modern literature and discourse in the public forum have influenced and enriched today's society and culture in ways that few people truly comprehend. The r/bodyweightfitness RR is the best free body weight workout ever. It's as designed by several experts and absolutely free. Don't mind me, just saving this thread for later.